Trump says was a violation of the ceasefire by Iran. The president says Iran fired 4 attack drones at ships in the Strait of Hormuz, with one hitting the deck of a cargo vessel. In response, the U.S. military says it struck Iranian missile and drone storage locations along with radar sites. The attack comes more than a week after Trump and Iran's president signed a memorandum of understanding aimed at ending the war. More than 51,000 people are still missing in the aftermath of the massive earthquakes in Venezuela. At least 920 people are confirmed dead from the 7.1 and the 7.5 quakes that hit on Wednesday. ABC's Lauren Glassberg has the latest.
Today, the race against time in Venezuela. Rescue workers painstakingly sifting through massive piles of rubble, searching for quake survivors. One of those rescued, a 4-year-old boy, carried to safety. And now search and rescue teams arriving from around the world.
We have a total of 25 teams, both search and rescues and medical teams from across the world deploying, with a total of 1,000 rescue personnel.
Multiple teams dispatched from the U.S., the first search and rescue response team arriving today with a dozen trained canines, trained for finding people trapped in the rubble. A website for reporting missing loved ones lists more than 50,000 as unaccounted for, with fears the death toll could increase drastically. New video shows the moment the quake hit. You can hear people screaming, glass shattering, dust from a collapsed building filling the streets. The coastal city of La Guaira hit hardest, building after building flattened. This woman, who says she has multiple family members trapped under the rubble, begging for more help from the government. Saying human strength is not enough. They need heavy equipment to help them with the search. And here at home, workers in Florida gathering supplies to aid those displaced.
They're in a state of shock. Some people have lost everything.
The main airport in Caracas suffered catastrophic damage in the quake, complicating search and rescue and aid delivery efforts. Lauren Glassberg, ABC News, New York.
San Diego gas prices dropped to their lowest since March 14th. Today, regular fell another 2 cents to $5.54, still 88 cents more than we were paying a year ago. And nationwide, gas is averaging $3.90 a gallon. A man who killed a woman in Scripps Ranch more than 35 years ago was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison today. Randall Euler was arrested in 2023 after DNA linked him to the case. Last month, a jury found him guilty of beating and strangling Margaret Orozco Jackson in July of 1990. Euler, who is now 65, claimed Jackson stole drugs from him. A judge has declared a mistrial for the man accused of sparking last year's Palisades fire. The most destructive fire in L.A. history killed 12 people and destroyed thousands of homes and businesses. Jonathan Rinderneck faced 3 charges, and prosecutors say he was the only person in the area when the fire started, but the defense disagreed, citing testimony about nearby fireworks and the fact that Rinderneck repeatedly called 911. The jury deadlocked after more than 14 hours of deliberations.
There she is.
A joyful moment as a North County snake rescuer reunites with one of his snakes nearly 2 weeks after a thief made off with a bag of them. And we first brought you the story Wednesday after Joseph Barrios made a plea for the return of his 4 ball pythons stolen near the Oceanside Pier. Tonight, ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen follows through with the shocking discovery made by a group of boys on a playground.
This is a sight Joseph Barrios feared he would never see again. Bumblebee the python, one of 4 snakes stolen by a thief, is back home.
A trip to the Humane Society's Oceanside campus ends with a lot of smiles.
How does it feel holding her?
Feels good. You know, she's back home, back with Dad, where she belongs. Just having my baby back.
I first met Barrios on Wednesday.
Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are my babies at?
The snake rescuer, who had spent a Sunday night on the Oceanside Pier doing snake education with his 4 ball pythons, dozed off and woke up to find his duffel bag with 4 locked plastic cases containing the snakes gone. Blocks from the pier, he had been locked out of his car and had been waiting for a locksmith in the morning. Barrios filed a police report,
I really didn't expect to get any of them back.
but feared for his snakes: Cheesecake, Luna, Bumblebee, and Twinkie.
Our worst fear was that they were going to get dumped in a dumpster and left in the bag and just died.
But after our story aired, Barrios was contacted by a mom on Facebook who said her son and 2 other boys had found a snake at a playground near the pier the day after they were stolen. The snake, coiled up under the stairs leading to the slide, was handed over to lifeguards who passed it on to the Humane Society. Barrios racing to the Humane Society, which waived all fees for holding the snake as Barrios and Bumblebee were reunited.
I'm very happy. It means a lot to me.
Barrios says the year-old 1.5-foot long snake picked up a few mites, but is otherwise healthy.
It gives me hope. Definitely gives me hope. She survived. She was okay on her own. So it gives me hope that the other ones will be all right as well and can make it through, at least to be found.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.